It's hard to be a rapper, pretty easy to become a narcissist. If my heart and head is arguing, I'm ardent, it should be on tape. It's great, cause with each mistake I make, it offers me no escape. I'm indebted to my doubts, but the money's fake. Attacks on my mind, the kind the leeches gather rather fast. I'm paying dues to my blues with counterfeit cash. All I ask is if they add an asterisk to my at-bats, they keep me in the Hall of Fame and start juicing the new cats up. Fuck with the nigga, figure bigger bucks in December. Got the winner winning all summer long. Strong-armed in the ice age. Nice gauge, nice clock. Hedgehog with the lights off. Light saw, then blinked. Clean kill, I think. Angels creep into my waking dreams, demanding I make sense of things. Ultra beams currently converting fear to currency. The flashing lights are burning me. Kiss me if the wounds don't heal, and if it weren't a massive deal, I sold my soul for mass appeal. I'm hiding behind the darkest parts of myself, pretending to wear them proudly. Then I cry when people cross the street. I don't want to be weak, but if I could be soft without feeling unprotected. It's hard to be a narcissist, pretty easy to become a rapper. By the time you think to call it quits, you're starting a new chapter. Pastor of the pasture, sheep called for breakfast. Love ain't what you're after, the quest is the best set list. Let's stress this, I'm tested, impressions I peak. Your interest in kinship is blessed as we speak. It's cryptic, you dipshit, I rinse and repeat. Make pros for poor losers that imprint on me. Feels so good to be me.
Death to the bourgeoisie. Death to the bourgeoisie.
On any given day, I'm like 5 different niggas. Figure it's better not to put all of my eggs in one basket. Case I crack rock, jackpot, hole hit the pookie, go platinum, cash in, dough, that's a green day. Shit, I'm Roscoe's wet dream. Fuck a screenplay, stationed in your head rent free. Watch me screen save G, 4 bars, that's attack of the show. You got a G6 fix? Cause I'm flyer than most, nigga, I'm post nothing. Best new music when I post something. Might show up with a fork pitching dorks to an open flame. Kerosene fiend, plus my sheen in my fucking grind. It's Victor Vonnegut, spitting heaven to a tortured mind.
Death to the bourgeoisie. Death to the bourgeoisie.
You can have anything that you want, baby. Hey yo, nigga, fuck a circle, throw that ass in a tesseract. Umami, you got me tasting paradise. Blessing backs, let me beat the goddess. I'll be honest, I ain't worthy. I'm the villain of the story, no time for heroes' journeys. But if you could give me a nice pair of like ones, I want the black horses actually.
That's all well and good, but behind the mask, who really are you?
I am uninterested with dying unfulfilled, but I have waning passions. My heart beats weak-willed. I spend my days procrastinating, scrolling feeds and masturbating, using little effort to improve my rank and station. I'm impatient. Gradual change might help my fate, but I waste my time dreaming of dramatic escape. While I'm lethargic, depressed, yet pressurized to blow. Afraid of a critique that might burst my fickle ego, fronting like I'm something in between the times I'm scared. What if I make art and no one cares? What if I'm dumber than I'm aware? Looked in my heart, it was dark there. Jealous of infinite jest cause no one gave a fuck about art fair. Prayer ain't really paying off, can barely hear God's voice. Never even registered, what if this slavery is a choice? Manic panic antics, I could die right now, but there's too many who'd rejoice. Fuck 'em. I'm alive through the glorious spite. I spent my life in the background and that shit ends right now. Wow, life's a lot easier with the right crowd. It's gang gang, doing everything in that dank frame of mind. I'm kind of a big deal, fuck how you feel. Shrank myself, but now I see the appeal of choking these niggas who hope my stunted growth was permanent. It's pertinent, you understand. I do it for the love, some do it for the gram. Damn beaten, broken, but I'm leaving Besaid. Miss Unalesca leading black parades. Shackles break when I make them, taking a long time to now. But wow, am I ready to leave an impact so heavy it's an extinction event. I was in pain, and something had to change. I swallow these pills to feel less strange. I was in pain, and something had to change. Sometimes the same is different, but I was in pain, and something had to change. I swallow these pills to feel less strange. I was in pain, and something had to change. Sometimes the same is different, but mostly you're insane. To you from the future, you were right. A better world is possible. Your imagination's limited, dependent on the frame that it's centered with. Your frame breaking ignorant, it's game changing when you split open hope and find seeds to spread. The conquest is bred, but the healing's how you break it, cause life ain't what you make it. Nah, it is a collective endeavor we shape with our love. Whatever we want, we build it with trust, so come sit with us. Ain't no seat at no table, we're able to have something more. We'll sit on the floor, as long as we're eating together. The weather is warm, community forms, our weapons will prosper. Give a fuck what a Joja Mart nigga might offer. Lentils and rice so we're free of their altars. They worship capital, treat us like cattle still, but without labor, they lose their favor. Yeah, it's gonna take changed behavior, plus systems of care to support all our neighbors. But what's the proxy to trying to grow? Seems like stagnation ain't dying for those that exploit the ignorance. Come spreading knowledge, come sharing acts. A better world's possible, these are just facts. There's still time for joy and room to relax, but you gotta stop living like you're already dead. You've got to stop living like you're already dead. You've got to stop living like you're already dead. You've got to stop living like you're already dead.
Take my hand, I want to see it grow. But you have to want it though. You have to
rap music.
want
Yo,
it though.
baby, the money self-made is the suffering. No peace for the government till they do a nigga justice. The price of peace is everybody giving a fuck or giving up and letting it all self-destruct. I'm getting out to succeed. They need us to need them. They don't wanna trust, just want us to believe them. Need us to wanna be them. Keep us in the game so we think we gotta beat them. Never would they tell it, but they always playing defense cause they motherfucking weak. Abusers scared of us leaving or showing up for each other. Who wanted more? Who really should have busted down them Capitol doors? Knowledge is power, but what's power to force? From folks who enter the power for they even know what for. Me and mine's getting hours at all hours, and it's all hours, and ours can join yours, of course. But you gotta stop living like you're already dead. You gotta stop living like you're already.
You gotta stop living like you're already dead.
You gotta stop living like you're already.
You gotta stop living like you're already dead.
You gotta stop living like you're already.
You gotta stop living like you're already dead.
When I'm there, I bring you
Did I get free or learn to hide my chains. What escapes me is if I'm even showing restraint. You love like you got time left, couldn't be me. White lighter in my pocket since 03. Think I'm stopping at 27? Fuck, I look like missing heaven by inches. I dispense it as far as it can choke me. A kink in the plan, but not with pride. Too much discourse on my mind. Besides, when you ride, I'd rather it be just us. I still don't know peace. I'm guessing the wrong answers to whose streets. But still, I miss being buried in your sheets. Yeah, I miss being buried in your sheets. Your teeth on my tongue, my flower, my son. I miss being buried in your sheets. Oh, I miss being buried in your sheets. Yeah, I miss being buried in your sheets. Your teeth on my tongue, my flower, my son. I miss being buried in your sheets. But I stop liking who I am when I'm around you. Might astound you to see me happier in your absence. Love like an abscess, drained in the vanity. A reflection of lack of practice and insanity. Damn, did we get close to perfection? I'm guessing stress we inflicted was dependent on proximity. Minding mind, I found it limiting the tendency to speak out of turn. Guess it was learned codependency. Shit, the remedy was chemistry. Wish we had a phoenix down antidote to the potent sense of leaving this town. Fuck pop punk philosophies, I ought to be a mayor of can municipalities and open containers. Dangers of cohabitation, evaded elation in a two-state while dreaming of a passionate obligation to a roommate. Got Father John misty-eyed for what we almost were, but love of potential is the habit of a self-saboteur. Still, I miss being buried in your sheets. Oh, I miss being buried in your sheets. Your teeth on my tongue, my flower, my son. I miss being buried in your sheets. Yeah, I miss being buried in your sheets. Oh, I miss being buried in your sheets. Your teeth on my tongue, my flower, my son. I miss being buried in your It's gonna be okay. I promise. Death on the doormat, grief as a welcome. Tell them, soldier, you've lost brethren, breathing even. Demons scheming, leaving meaning. Deep condition, pistons pop, father rot. And you've been moving with all you've got. And now that baby boy and wife, you've been moving your whole life. Strife seems abundant, help seems repugnant, but it's better than a barrel. You've seen Yule tides and carols, seen the world when it gets feral. Will of a lover, stranger than fiction. Help the Black Lotus stay on their mission. Promise you're a pleasure, love your addition. I'm so grateful for your existence.
Dear brother of mine, I hope this finds you well. And if it don't, I hope it helps you find yourself. When you get lost, the map you need is saved in my lungs. But if I get lost, don't get glum. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. And we will find the means to make them. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. Because of you, I imagine better worlds. And we will find the means to make them.
Stressed in the distance, met with resistance, fishing, now you found your path. When you look up to me, I laugh, cause I bullshitted my way through. The concept's proof, it seems all true. You made it happen with your hands. I may call you little brother, but you're a mountain of a man. So I guess I'll be the sun, if you don't feel like a star. But make no mistake, you're doing great just where you are. Everything I've done, you've done with a lower par. And if I helped you get there, I know it's not that far. Bandit of beauty, I love you too truly. We had our shit and it felt like a movie. You're in my credits, I'm in your future. You'll have the love you deserve if you're eager. And to the stoic man, I'm still trying to understand. I know there's peace in our future plans.
Dear brothers of mine, I hope this finds you well. And if it don't, I hope it helps you find yourself. When you get lost, the map you need safe in my lungs. But if I get lost, don't get glum. Because of you I imagine better worlds. Because of you I imagine better worlds. Because of you I imagine better worlds. And we will find the means to make them. Because of you I imagine better worlds. Because of you I imagine better worlds. Because of you I imagine better worlds. And we will find the means to make them.
Are you see-through? What happens when people don't see you? Do you daydream of a brick body? Do the flies come? Are you all thumbs? Numb to intervention? Do you stay transparent? Is that all esoteric? Are you not embarrassed? Well, good. Be a gracious guest and get with the program. Sift with it, slip limits till your phoenix drowned in slow jams. By the time we end this odyssey, it'll kill like Homer. Have you losing your religion and REM sleep, Blue Ogre? Yasuke with the blade, I'm cutting for forefathers. More source than your dollars. Except I heard we ain't picking no cotton. Robbie rotten with it, number one, there's no other options. We foster people, kicks is pumped, phaser set to slump. It's Itis touch, we feed the family lunch. And you might get recycled for my aluminium pipe dreams. You might get recycled for my aluminium pipe dreams. Who I'm sunning, gunning, who running up while we hunting, bumping that Baudelaire. We seen what you built, nigga, no one cares. That capital shit if you weren't aware. That's capital bitch, we taking means. Lowercase with it, we ignorant to eyes, allotted for dots. Most niggas is ops, but if I got a Judas, it means that I'm true to this. Feels like I'm fluent, fluent I fly. L in the past, degenerate wise. Questions like how you gon' be in my sky. Quit blocking my shade, the tea is well made. I'll have a sip, then piss on your grave. Ooh baby, behave, my Austin power. Fuck up your grid in your darkest hour. Run, coward, run, coward. Fuck up your grid in your darkest hour. Run, coward, run, coward. Fuck up your grid in your darkest hour. Run, coward, run, coward. It gets so contradictive, dealing with these white afflictions. I hold all these convictions, I tend to feel real reflective. I tend to love my reflection, I've been to break black depressions. Can't stand the place I'm depressed in, my hands will heal the refraction. Real talk, I hate your inaction, maybe cause I'm still impacted. Feels like we're not gaining traction, seems like we need newer tactics. Passive pushes, leaning left, caustic cushions, faded breath, harnessed hopes on right reforms that reinforce old social norms. Yeah, keep that neo-lib shit out my face. I'll break chains, I don't need them replaced.
Yeah, still unconvinced. I think you're cosplaying.
Tired of feeling weird about feeling weird. I was transparent, but apparently my tears appeared grotesque. The stress of wanting to have the love for me I had for you, I grew confused and then I used every excuse to be excused. My ego wasn't bruised, it was dismantled, cancelled every appearance in adherence with a punitive sense of shambled up measurements. I don't fit the suits I've seen of leaders, but I don't fit the hand-me-downs of fucking clowns either. Become see-through or live long enough to become opaque, where hell manifests in every single mistake. But heaven doesn't seem so far away, so I put my piece due to the grindstone, cause I know what's at stake. Aching heart, heavy with the selves that are the space, but don't say shit to my face. You could say I'm a slave to the way I feel right now, but that is an insult to my ancestry. See, slaves had options: running, revolt, death, options. But you see, cowards just have consequences. I fear the fragility of my complacency. I'm desperately maintaining this mediocrity. I know this isn't rock bottom, I know there's no way up. But instead of learning the pattern my mother would use to braid my body back together, I am two-strand twisting loose pieces of a noose that aren't killing me yet. The fear of falling is worse than the fall. But I've been at this altitude so long, I'm convinced this pit is bottomless. I hear the echo of the abyss speak a harsh tongue I can't translate. My head shakes, pounds, until verbs become nouns. And I can feel my ancestors with me now. They fuse with the shea butter in my curls and sweat from my adrenaline. Drip drop in my ear, whisper clear what the bottomless pit wanted me to hear. It asks, what's the difference between flying and falling if there is no ground? I answered, only with a knife to my noose. You could say I'm a slave to the way I feel right now. The burn heals, but it leaves a mark. They done caged the elephant, now what? Dumbo don't fly, the AC's too high, and DC might kill me. The house is a circus, cold monkeys cast curses, superfluous clowns make me nervous. Like rooms with too many white people I can't get out. These two-leggers don't doubt my stampede of one, so it's guns to knees to rhyme me tusk turned to ivory keys. Black stripes, brother, where art thou? I think I'm a work of art now. Get me off this fucking pedestal. Back when we were the hardest buttons to function, little Mowgli came frontin' wondering if Shere Khan was hunting. Should've been born a tiger, but them niggas get tamed too. Smart niggas get better traps. In fact, it's so systematic when you act, you're just the understudy for the next Neo. Miss Cleo reads the log files, Argyle seems aesthetic. All attempts seem pathetic. Clawing upwards, I grace Joe like shit. This foot holds a soul sent to the bottom of the bucket. But fuck it, who amongst us is susser than the next crab? You know how many times I cried at that belly laugh? Black trans life matter after the spectacle? Any answer not in the affirmative is unacceptable. Questionable politics from the obviously unaffected. Cause if y'all were really pro-black, then why is my life not respected? I've rejected restraints, I got sick of complaints and won't adhere to the fears of peers who hate what I ain't, and that's complicit with this shit. Sick of appeals to majority, won't seem respectable to those with inferiority complexes. Continued the irrational act of loving myself. It feels unrequited. Unrequited love in the pit of my stomach I swallowed pride to hide. Unrequited love in the holes of our conversation I stumble over clumsily. I want nothing but the best for you, but because that isn't me, I make myself better daily in the hopes that someone like you might distract me. And that's an awful thing. In America they kept niggers in zoos. I don't have time for context clues. Blues seems to salve, but will it heal my slave wounds?
There's a hole at the bottom of the bucket. Oh, there's a hole at the bottom of the bucket. I am banging at the
There's a hole in the bottom of this bucket. I clawed my way through. I clawed through the pier as well. favor? Will you bury me in the sea with my ancestors? No, I don't mean the me here in Wakanda. I mean the her there in that parking lot shot for someone who didn't really care about the struggle. Will you find my body? Will you find my body in that desecrated lot? And will you send it a prayer for following someone who didn't really care?